Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica Castillo and you crochet with La Mavi. Welcome everyone. So you new here, welcome, and you'll be here with me for so long. Welcome to. Hopefully you like this video. This video gonna show you what whips that I completely and some whips that I'm still working on. And what yarn I use, what size the hooks I use, if I taken the the stitch for some books. Most of the time I take it the stitch for some books, or I create something is because of picture. I know I can read patterns in English, but I can do it in Spanish, but I can do it in English. It's a little hard for me. Things I was working most is on granny squares, a lot of granny squares. So you're gonna see a couple uses right here behind me. This is one of those that I will show you what yarn I use, what size of hooks, and everything. And let me mention, thank you so much all my amazing members. Thank you very much. Still support me, support my channel. So like I always say, get your favorite drinks, get your snacks, and of course get your whips. And but let's start the show and I'll be back. This one, let's see. This one I crochet with Symphonia yarn. This Symphonia yarn is made in Mexico, but I got this yarn a while ago in Hobby Lobby. A couple years ago, it was on clearance. I got it color white, I got blue, I got red, I got cream, I think, and I got like a Dalmata yarn color. But I will show you the colors that I have. But yes, it's a big old granny squares. I use size number 4 kind of yarn, Symphonia yarn. It was on sale on Hobby Lobby, but the regular price it was $6.49. But this is all the colors. I thought I had red, but I had a little bit of red, and that's it. But this is all the colors. Oh, and I got navy color. I forgot that I got navy color. Kind of when I grab it over there, it's kind of look because the black and the navy color is together. But yeah, so this one I'm not getting it from Hobby Lobby. It was when a lady, she sell this kind of stuff. But yeah, if you want to get some kind of this kind of yarn. Now, what did I like this yarn? Well, like I said, I will put the links. I'm not selling, I'm not feeling. Let me clarify that. But I just tell you where I get. You're free to go, and if you want to get it, you can go get it. But like I said, let me clarify that. This one is mercerized cotton, 100% cotton, and each one have 100 grams. So like I said, what did I like this yarn? It's not, I'm gonna say with this one like this, it's not really heavy, but if you're making something with a lot of yarn, it can be a little heavy. But I like it because the stitch is really like it's amazing. I mean, cotton is, some cotton is that, but this is amazing. I love this. Okay, so here is the other top that I finished. This one is in color gold and also blue, navy blue. This one is different because I made it with person can put it in the size whatever they want, and it's all the same on the back. I had to iron, use the steam, and so that way it can be, but there's the same yarn, that I just show you, mercerized cotton yarn, and I really love it. This one is to be kind of like a maybe a small and medium size. The other one, it can be medium and large. The white one, this one right here, it's really nice yarn. I really love it. And this one right here, that's the yarn that I use to color. So one is color black. This one is just gonna say this is a small size, medium, you know, and it's in color black. Let me just get it closer so you can see it. And it's like more like a, all these stuff is kind of like a summer, you know. So I mean, I really like it. And yeah, so that is another one. And I'll show you the yarn. I forgot which one it is, but I love the color combination that I did on this one. Like I said, this one is, I'm working this time on squares, and also some squares already have already crochet. Hopefully y'all can hear me, you know. So here's the other one. I will show you the yarn that I use and this one. So that is, I use 6 squares, and I did really easy like a V-stitch, you know, and this part right here I did like a point in each, you know, and each onto the end. Super easy. I had so really fun to make this one. And some of the squares I got it from books. I got a lot of books, so yeah. So the yarn that I use for this one, let's see, what is the, oh, right here. I use this one right here. This is the yarn from Hobby Lobby. I use that. This one is 80% cotton and 20% lining. So it was 100 grams, and this is all the colors that I use. This look the same color, but it's not this one, and this one, but it's not. So all these 4 colors I use, and with the bar right here, this is how much I left on one. Even then, I even use one completely. And this one, I mean, this is what that I use, and this I can still make another one, the same thing, you know. So really, it was not. This one I use for this part right here, and this one I use this color right here. Yeah, this one right here. So all these 4 colors, I'm probably, if I'm making another one bigger size, of course I'm gonna use more, but this one is kind of like a small and medium. So before I go in that one, I made this hat right here. This one is just a granny. I'm not look good on hats, but you know, so you can see it. So because last time when I was in the craft shows, people asked me for this kind of particular hat. So I'm working on another one. I don't know that I have it in here or that done, but this one, I think I already showed the other ones in my other videos, but this one is what I did a couple days ago. The yarn that I use for this one right here. I use it was not looped and thread. It was, what is the call? Peaches and cream. I use peaches and cream, and I use this one. For this part right here, I use this one right here, Crafts and Secret, but this one is peaches and cream. I mean, I'm just gonna show you the colors. Kind of, this one is loop thread. This one I got it on Michael's. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing, the peaches and cream for me. So that's what I use. That's the yarn that I use. On this one I use a hook. I use 5. In this one. On these 2 right here I use 4. size number 4, the hook, because the yarn is kind of little really loose. And this one I use a 5, and this to 4, and this one 5. Well, yeah, 5. I use that. On the black one I use. So this one right here, I was already crochet the squares, but it's not the squares, it is hexagon. So it was 2 pieces. The only I did is I put it together and in the back, and I added more more, like I think I did 2 or 3 more extra, so that way it can be like, you know, a little bit more bigger. And I did, you know, I have double and around, and also I did a half double. I don't create it a small, I just leave it like that. And half double around the here. So around all the jacket, it was half double crochet. No, it was, yeah, half double crochet. So on this one, I used 7mm crochet hook. It was more bigger, the size, the what the yarn say, because I want like a little more open, kind of like a summer, you know, summer jacket. So this is how they look. Let's see. So I love it. I love the colors, you know, and I'm trying to get the combination, what size, the other size, but I said, you know what, I am not going to, like, when I was crocheted, I said, no, whatever the yarn come, the colors is come, the colors, you know. The yarn that I use on this one, it was this yarn. This one right here. Hobby Lobby, of course. Most of the yarn that I have is Hobby Lobby. So that's the color. And the one was in clearance 2 years ago, I think. So I had the opportunity to crochet. The size, the hooks that I use, it was this one right here, size number 7, clover one. That's what I use for crochet the squares. Now for make the part right here, I use 5mm. So I use a small hook. So let me put it back, this one in here, to the basket. There's some stuff that I completely. Now these 2 jackets that I'm going to show you, I crochet 100 granny squares, and I use more all the granny squares, and I think I had left only 3 or 4. And it was this one, it was in this video. I will put it here, or this size. I don't know what size I'm gonna put the video, but also I'm gonna put the link. I created 100 squares. I was participated in 100 days, a granny square, something like that. I forgot what is it called, but it's every year. This year I can't. It was just like, no, I don't have the time to do it squares. Well, so every day I had my goal, it was crochet 1 granny square every day for 100 days. So I completed 100 granny squares, and it's every year, and I think it started in February or March. Okay, so let me put let me put the small one. This one is the small, and also I did both different. Both jacket is totally different. So my dog, she's still here. Try to get this. Okay. She's sleeping right here, right here. Oh boy. Okay, so that's the colors. You can see that's the colors. All the squares are different colors. I will show the yarn that I use. So here is the first one. This one is more like a small, kind of like a small, a medium. So like I said, I need to do like a steam everything, all the clothes that I've been completely done. So on the sleeve I use two, let's see, one, two, let's see, 3, 6, 9 on the arm on this size, and then the other size. So let me get closest to you. So like I said, and I added the same colors that I will use on the center, on the square. This is one yarn, one color. This is another color. I will show you, but you know, like I said, I had a video what it was my goal, what I explained in that, and who created the kind of the idea. You know, it's a website for that. So and this is, let's see, try it. There you go. And that's the colors, you know, the squares. Like I said, this kind of like a jacket, summer jacket, because this one is 100% cotton. All these jackets is created with 100% cotton. So yeah. So here's the first one. Here. And now close the sleeves, and the sleeves is kind of like this part right here only, you know, then I go to this side, or this kind of like this, but yeah. So, and I like it, I like the colors. And like I said, this one is bigger size. That's the same color the yarn that I use. Like I said, it was 100 squares, granny squares. So this is how they look in the back. Like I said, I had to steam all these right here, and you know, get ready for my craft show there's gonna be a next month. So yeah, so here is how they look. The arm, I just added only four, yeah, four four squares, four in this size and four in the back. So and what did I did, I just put a purple on the here, you know, putting all the three colors. You can see all the square have kind of different colors. This one had green, this one had blue, this one had yellow, green, purple, you know, and this one had purple, you know, all they had different colors. Yellow, like another kind of blue. It was like a navy blue. Let me show you this part. You see, navy blue, green, you know, soft green, you know, yellow. I don't have, I have pink, but I don't want to put a pink in here, but it's not too much pink. So all everything, all the colors, the size of hooks that I'm gonna use and everything. If you like to go and check it out, just watch it, you know. But every day I was recording a video. My goal was to, so I remember, so far I remember, every day I will show the granny squares that I completely, and like a short video. But I went as one video explain all the yarn, size of hooks and everything. So this is this colors that I was used for the start, the for the granny square. So here's the 5 colors, and also I use this one right here for this one are supposed to be used for connect the squares, the granny squares, but I just like no. So what did I did, I just put it like, make this part right here only like a granny stitch. And the yarn that I used, it was this one right here, sugar wheel cotton, solid color, but it was, you know, that. Now for the squares, the yarn that I used, it was this one right here. So different colors. It was a really nice I think this is the same. See, this one right here, This one is another one. This one is another one. So different colors. And some I don't have it anymore. I'm just like, you know, because I don't have a lot on some colors that I use on creating the squares. Like I said, I have it in there. Let me put this back over there. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that I crochet, it's not completely done. It was this squares. This one that's gonna be, I'm working on bags. I will be working on two big bags. I created for one bag, I need two, 6, let me see, 8, 9. I had 9 in here. Sorry, let me put outside. Now let me put the picture, this side right here or this side right here, the idea they got in mind. So this one is supposed to be do 8. I need only 8 square. I don't know, 3 in this size, 3 in this size, and 3, yeah, 9. That's the colors. Now I was let me explain to this one is totally different. Now to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You remember the yarn from all in one granny stitch, right? Granny square, that yarn, the red card. So I created, because I'm gonna use some bags, and I got 4 left. Now let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So I said, you know what, let me create 2 bags using the square already, but I need to get making big one, a big one, squares. So I added different colors that I have kind of close, but it's not. But this is how they look. You know, sometimes we have leftover yarn, so I want to use it. So I got 2. So this one is gonna be for the first bag. This is the first bag, the first bag, and the squares that's gonna be on the size, you know, 3 in this size, 3 in this size, and 3 on the bottom. So that's gonna be the first bag, so that I have in mind to do. The second bag is this one right here. That's the idea. So I'll finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first, now this is different. I use different colors, but the square, the first square is the one the granny is all in one square. So, but the rest is different one. So you can see the colors is totally different. You see that? So it's the only one you can see is the center. That's the first, because it was a square. So I said, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I said, you know what, let me create it, because a lot of people like big bags. So this is all that I finished. Probably next time we're gonna do it. So there's 5 squares that I completely, give me a second. I see the idea come from. So I got finished this one, and of course I go lining, because I love lining. People like the bag get lining, so like with fabric. So I had to choose the yarn, I mean the fabric, the color, and see which one I had enough, so I can line both bags with different kind of colors. This that I finished last night is, oh, I forgot to show this one. This is the last. I got 2 squares, and I said, you know what, let me just connecting these 2 squares together and make like a little purse. Of course, I'm gonna be lining. It's not lining yet, so there's gonna be lining this bag. I created a bag with the old happy face last year, and I got 2 left, and I said, you know what, just let me just crochet a little purse, you know, crossbody purse, and see who like it, you know, something that's small. Sometimes girls like to have like a small bag, crossbody, and just put the phone, the keys, or whatever, something that's small, nothing big, nothing like, you know, fancy. This is a blanket. I found this one on TikTok, the idea on that Let me put this. Okay, so this is the blanket. Now when you hold it right here, it's turned like a bouquet, like a flowers, right? So I did, and I will show you where I taken the stitch for kind of the idea for the flowers on this part right here. I finished this one yesterday. I was been crochet this one for the I said I don't know how I'm gonna start, but I got a Spanish book and it's really old. I'm telling you, it's so really old. This one right here. So the part right here, this one is in a Spanish book, and I was just like, well, let me, because they have um the graph. So I was just like, okay, so, and so this is right here is supposed to be go like this way, but I don't like the so I skipped this part right here. And on the book you can see, you know, you chain maybe, let's say you chain one or two, you chain two, and they can start open, you know. And so this is really old. I don't know what year is this one, from this one. Now for this part right here, this part right here, okay, you can see there's like a tulips. For the first one, I got it from this book, this one right here. And I thought it was in this one. No, it's not in this one. If you got this book, if you don't have it, you can find it in Amazon. Let me clarify again. I'm not selling, I'm not feeling. I'm just gonna show you what did I use, what did I have, you know. For doing the tulips is on, let me show you the page. The border stitch for blanket, that's a 2 page, and here's another 2. But let me find the one that I did. Okay, I find it. It was number 28, page 74. Page 74. Let's go back to the 74. I was ready far away. the what I was looking for, 74, 72, 74, right here. I'm just gonna show you the tulips right there. And so the only part I did, except doing this, this part right here, I did on the I did 3 change and put it together on the tulip. But it's gonna be a video if I had the time to do it. I know I've been said I'm gonna do tutorials, but I've been so really busy. So you can see, oh excuse me, the tulips right there. So so that was the what I did for the tulips, because it's kind of like a tulips, you know. You can see this part right here, I did 4 change and a slip stitch, 4 chains, a slip stitch, 4 chains, and slip stitch. So yeah, and what did I like this stitch is because the flower get between the 2 leaf of the flower. So yeah, so that is the bouquet blanket. I know, I love it. I know it's in pink, but I said, you know what, just let me do it in pink, because a lot of people like pink colors. You know, I'm not crazy about pink, but you know, like a fuchsia pink. But I'm gonna make another one in color white with red flowers. The other one, the other stitch that I like, and I don't know that it's gonna be so cute or not. Let me find it. Okay, so the other one that I like to, I'm thinking I'm gonna do it. This could be kind of more like a leaf, you know. Is number 54 in page 104. And I don't know, I'm getting temptations to do it, and it says this stitch right here, right here. What do you think? I mean, I'm thinking doing in the different colors, and they could be like a, you know, like a flowers, but I don't know. I mean, the stitch, they have, like I said, they got the graph. And also they got the pattern, just really easy, you know. If you can read patterns, well, it's good for you, this book. But if you cannot read the pattern, but you can follow the graph, well, you have to the other option. This is the option that you have. Is I mean, I really like it. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it. There's gonna be something different because the one that I've been seeing, and like I said, Instagram or TikToks and YouTube, this is the same thing. Tulips and a roses and oh, the only I see it was sunflowers, but I said, ooh, this is too much busy. I said no, you know. So I just created this one, and so I did yarn. The yarn that I use for that, for the flowers, I use this one. For the flowers, I got this yarn for so long. And for the blanket, I use 2, and this is how much I have left. I'm gonna say maybe like a 500 grams. Now on yards, it's a lot because the blanket is big, so I don't want to make it a small blanket, big blanket, you know. And for the green part, I use Hobby Lobby. So all these 3 colors, and this is how much I use. I don't use a lot with the pink one, but the one is taking so much yarn is this one. So if you want to make the blanket, you're gonna need 2. You get 3 these or 3 in these, like, and even Hobby Lobby or Michael's, the loose and thread. So you can have 3 or 3, and for the flowers 1, and for the leaf 1. So yeah, you're gonna need 3, 4, 5, you know. So all the yarn that you're gonna need for that. So I really like it. I love it, you know. So like I said, in mine, I don't even left the space with the 2 chains. I'm just like, no, I just go around and run and run and run. It's super easy on a run and a run. So there's nothing like all the words. You can do it, and you can do double crochet. Just do it. And like I said, I'm gonna make another one with the roses, and the other one with the different kind of type, the tulips colors. So I was kind of creative, finding the way I can create the blanket. It was taking me so long because I was looking books, and let me show you how many books that I was looking. You can see that I was working. This is all the books that I was looking for, if I can have for the pattern for doing the flowers, especially the flowers. That one, it was the one I was looking, and but this book saved me a lot. This one right now, this book right here, it have the same like a tulip. Let me show it real quick. They have like a tulip stitch, and you're probably gonna like this book. So this one is the tulips right there, totally different. Like I said, the leaf is totally different. The one that I showed you, the other one, because the other one, they had the 2 leaves on this side and the stick for the tulips. So this but yes, I use size number 5.5 millimeters crochet hook on all the whole blanket, 5.5. And depend how big you want the blanket. This is up to you. How, you know, and you don't want to really close, but you're gonna look like a little loose, because I crochet loose. I don't want to make it on the bigger size. That I said 5.5 is enough. I was trying crocheting number 5 crochet hooks, but I was just like, no, it's the stitch is too small. But I want something like, you know, not too open, but not too close, like in the medium, you know, between that. So that's pretty much, everyone. All this for me now this time. So hopefully you like it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and leave your comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful and beautiful and amazing yarn day. Bye.